as the Miami Hurricanes play host to the Tigers of Princeton. And alongside former Hurricane great Huicho Hernandez, the finale of the series, and by Dan. Walters with the 0-2, strikes out the side. Princeton goes quietly in the first inning. 1, 2, 3. Teams after a half inning. Princeton nothing. Canes just coming to the plate. And on that scores with a walk, and here comes Cuvée.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of what I was just talking about. And even though you got Cuvée coming to the plate, and you're going to be obviously selective on how you pitch him, you don't want to turn yourself into a big inning where the first two guys.
Cuvée in the nightcap yesterday, 4. That one runs inside and hits him. He was 4 for 5 in the nightcap yesterday with 3 RBI, first and second.
Yeah, just a little breaking pitch that gets away. Hurricanes picking up
pressure on the other team.
Yeah, it does keep the pressure, and you and I have covered enough of these games.
Chopper along the third base line. Miami has the bases loaded.
Yeah, line drive up the middle. And fortunately for him and the Canes, it finds a soft landing spot there in front of the third baseman. But going back to your comment on lineups, you know, we've done a ton of games cold, and
And lines this one into center field for a base hit. And the bases are loaded for Miami. 1-0 Hurricanes.
The bat. We'll take a look here once again. Good piece of hitting by the cleanup hitter Ogden. Breaking pitch. Little hesitation on that swing. Exactly what you want to do there, and drives that ball right back. I wanted to go on that one, but of course, no outs in the inning. You got a big inning going here. You don't want to give away. Hitters come to the plate, and Dorian Gonzalez Jr.
Chris Dominguez coaching over at third. Knew it.
Good job by the freshman Keenan.
First ball swinging. Tanner Smith pops it up. Has it right there between home plate and the dugout. Schenfeld makes the catch.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes, unless they get a 2-out base hit here.
On the 0-1. Fly ball to left field, backing up. And that one is gone. It's a home run. It's a grand slam. Home run for Bob Marsh with a bombshell here in the first.
And Joe, I tell you what, that ball, it looks like he just kind of hit that ball the other way softly, and it got up in the jet stream. And from Hurricanes, a grand slam early in the ball game to take a 5-0 advantage. Game with 11 RBIs to lead the ball club. Now make that 15 one inning.
So Marsh with his third hit in Miami. 3-2 pitch to Williams. Damage is done. Hurricanes have a big first inning. They get 5 runs on 3 hits, including 5, and Princeton nothing.
Last year, I thought was brilliant. I mean, they did not want to overdo it. They did not want to bring season where maybe you were feeling a little bit of pressure of falling out of a possibly what's best for him. And you're looking at it right now. I mean, this is a kid on the mound that's throwing 95 to 97 good and catches bold. But in no way am I saying Andrew was not great. And hopefully, Brian, look at that release point. I think it's tough on righties because he kind of runs into the righties.
Gonzalez runs that one down, ranging to his left.
I have no doubt Gonzalez would have just made the pivot and thrown us. But when you're up, you tend to make sure you're getting outs. You're just trying to get outs.
Got a play in front here. Runner. That's a nice play. Heads up play by Ogden, the lead runner, on a play in front of him, and Ogden throws him out.
Yeah, just not good base running there by ranging to his right. Once he feels that ball, it's a nice, easy.
Runner goes. Throw down to second. On the 2-2, Joseph Zork strikes out looking, and that's all for Princeton. No, mid-half of the second. Miami leads it 5-0.
They got a lot more depth when it comes to arms. It's a pretty good time to use those arms.
Grounded, opposite way for a base hit. Hudson found the hole on the left side.
Yeah, it's one of those things you almost wonder if Hudson was intentionally.
1-0, that one. Lamson, the third baseman, is there to make the play. So that's all for leadoff single, and then retires the next 3. After 2 at the light, Miami 5. Lamson, first ball swinging. Oh, what a play by Ogden to his left. And diving to his left and throws out Lamson. They play right there.
So what a great play by the shortstop Ogden. Amazing.
Great. Play of the game. Maybe the series by Ogden at shortstop. Here's a great 1-2-3 frame for Walters. He puts him down in order. Midway, Princeton nothing. And Ogden takes ball 4. Canes have the leadoff man on.
You better believe it. He's probably up there saying, okay, I made the great play, and it's made me a good pitch. Let me give him another highlight. And, of course, he gets 4 straight balls. The pitcher on the mound struggling to find the plate as much as you.
Fly ball into right field. 1 out in the Miami third for Tanner.
And get bigger. And then off fronts, it looks like they've accomplished all 3 of those things. Hurricanes looked at that first base dugout.
2 balls and no strikes in September.
You know, you think Major League Baseball and the impact there, and some of that might have to do with some of the pickoff rules and the differences there.
Baseman. And Ogden, I believe, is going to be over the railing along the first base side. That'll be an E5. Nothing. 2 on Williams. And the pitch on the way. That hit him. Janine is laboring here in the third.
Yeah, and that might be early in the season. Princeton, as we mentioned, throughout this weekend, playing their first, was the shortstop now playing straight away is.
Grounded right back to the box. Easy play for Canes. 1 run. Canes strand 2. There's 1 error in the inning. We've played Canes 6 and Princeton nothing. Go to the 4th inning. Now Miami will go over to second base. Yes, he did. That's a strikeout. And Walters is now fan 6.
Looked good. Coaches have to be really pleased with what they're seeing out of Walters. Look where this pitch starts and where it ends. Ouch.
0-1. This one is tapped. Walters quickly off the mound, turns, throws. Walters puts them down in 1-2-3 fashion. He has sailed through his first 4. Have nothing. Double bag. I think they should, if they're that concerned of it. Just 1 bag. Here's a fly ball into right field down in 1-2-3 fashion. Torres, Cuvée, and Galvin. Near Richo on the Twitter. We go to the 5th inning.
Miami Mando's out there. I've seen them pretty active. See what we think about this extra base.
Easy team play. That's 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning. Ball player on one of my teams growing up, the great Rick Mercer, he says this double right by the bag, right? They couldn't hold on to it.
Right.
And then they're out. Here's a pop-up. Hudson. He's hopeful he's got a play. And another 1-2-3 frame, and 10 in a row set down by Walters. Miami's walked and scored in the 3rd. He has Gold Glove play at shortstop. 6-0. Miami lined into right center. Now, see, I watched. He hit the white bag.
It's okay. Base hit in the outfield. He could have hit the green bag or the white bag because there's typically you want to hit the inside corner of the white bag. It makes it a much easier turn point.
Rounded out the second, could be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play. Kunin double play. It's a 4-6-3.
Yeah, Gonzalez hits that ball well. Unfortunately for him, right at the second baseman. Beginning. Princeton this week, and earlier in the broadcast I talked about their midweek game as
drive right to the 3rd baseman. So Faulkner pitches around a leadoff for Miami. The last Princeton fielder's choice back in the 2nd. There's strikeout number 9.
Look at the location of this pitch. We talked about the velocity. Let's not get lost with just look at the look.
3. And there is the first base runner for.
Yeah, before that, the only base runner in the game, he ran a fastball in. I think it was on Jake Bold. I just said voting blog out there. So the poll's out there. We got a poll out there. Easy Canes put it out
first. And so far, no hits for Princeton through 6. 6-0 Miami. Well, 60% say no to the safety base. It's hooking foul.
Starting to come in. We're almost at 50-50 now.
Wow.
Again,
with 2 bags.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. For all these players that have played their entire life with 1 bag, move around is definitely going to change, and you're going to see a couple first basemen tripping over that. So good point there by Rick.
A base hit and a ground ball in 2 at-bats. On to first. in time for a double play. Coonan to Googans. Play. This one ends the inning. We go to the 7th inning. They're going to sing here at the lake.
They face, of course.
Gators have had the Hurricanes number for a few years now. On the charge. Ogden has it, fires on to first in time. Nice play this afternoon.
Yeah, again, they just love the way he plays the games well. As you mentioned, you look at, and I think outside of those two conferences, Oregon State is, but again, it should be a fun year for ACC baseball, a fun year for SEC baseball, and for college baseball. That's become more and more popular as each year passes.
1-2 pitch here. He's hit. And there goes the no-hitter. Scheinefeld had left field. So 6 2/3 of. A swing and a miss. Fisher struck him out. They'll apply the tag just to make it. Fisher pitches around a 2-out single. 7th inning.
Up. Both outings coming against the Canes.
Well, our poll is now 58% are good with the base. Hard ground ball to third, and a hop. Got him in between. That'll be an error on the third baseman.
As you mentioned, this is a Sunday hop. I'm not sure if he thought that ball's going to bounce once more in front of him. Very uncomfortable.
It's UConn. And UConn was.
Miami's schedule, of course, the ACC schedule is always tough. We talked about the conference and how.
Nice play by Coonan in second, running that one down. He flags it down and throws out Galvin.
The series is no pushover series. As you mentioned, UConn and Super Regionals on the road. This game's being played at Fenway. I mean, you look up and down their schedule. It's going to be a tough schedule.
This one into left field for a base hit. Around third comes Cuvée with long strike and base. It's 7-0. Miami, an RBI single for Ogden. He has put it together.
Ogden just keeps on hitting.
This one grounded up the middle into center field for a base hit. Another run will score is Ogden, and Gonzalez has an RBI single.
And probably the most consistent offensive player on this ball club.
Strike 3 called. That's all for Miami in the 7th, but the damn couple of hits. Stranded runner. We've completed 7. It's Miami 8.
And she's always hosting people from the community up in their box, doing a great job. The coaches that you see on the field, but there's some of the coaches off the field that don't get the credit.
Ariana makes great brownies. we keep score in the clubhouse before the game. Low man wins. It's backing up is Torres. He's got plenty of room to make the play, and he does. Inning, so Hernandez comes on and makes quick work of it. We go to the.
Yeah, he does look good. You know, we haven't talked about the lefty-righty Hurricanes. We talked about the balance, but to further show some of that balance, you know, lefty, then you got Cuvée righty, you got Galvin lefty, you got Ogden righty, and you got then Williams righty, and then they had Hudson.
In Gainesville, 6:30. Before Miami goes there, as Wicho mentioned, we're back here on Wednesday. Florida Gulf Coast says that.
Peralta with the base him, and Joe will be back in action, a midweek game, and again, first contest where it seemed like no one wanted to hit that day. Good day for pitching, though.
Pops this one up on the infield. Coonan at second base.
3 to 4 games set throughout the season. I'm not sure how many they played and report back to you, but they got FIU, UCF, a lot of the local schools.
That's all for Miami in the 8th inning. We're headed to the 9th. Last call for Princeton. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hernandez, the bold, here it comes.
And for the Princeton, fairly impressed with their Friday night starter. Good live arm there. I think movement out of the pitch.
And I'm swinging. 8-0 Miami, 9th inning, 2 outs, 1 on. Hernandez all set. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. This one belongs to Miami, and the Hurricanes by a score of 8-0. And Miami's off to a 7-1 start. 8 errors for Miami, no runs, 1 hit, and 2 errors for the Princeton.